Hello, everyone. My name is Artemio Rivera, and today I want to share with you some thoughts about building this business successfully. If you and I would ask this question to 100 diamonds, double diamonds, triple diamonds, or crowns in this business, people who are at those levels that you and I want to be at, people who are financially free with this business, those people who have achieved their dreams with this business, great leaders in this business. And it doesn't matter where they come from, their size, their skin color, or what country they're from. If we ask this question to 100 diamonds or above, and the question would be something like this: okay, I want to be a diamond. I want to be a double diamond, a triple diamond, a crown. What is it that I have to do so I can achieve the same or even more success than you? I would bet you 100% they will, they will, I mean, the majority of them, I'm pretty sure that they will recommend the following. Well, number one, you have to know why you're building this business. You need to have a dream, a goal that you want to accomplish. And number two, you have to commit. You have to commit um, to achieve those goals and dreams that you have. And one of those commitments would be to educate yourself in this business, to associate yourself with successful people in this business. They will recommend to at least listen to an audio every single day, one audio at least or more. They will also recommend to start to read. Um, Basically, most of them, they recommend to read between 10, 20, 30 minutes or more on a daily basis. So when I started the business, I know how you feel because when I started, for me it was difficult to read. I was not a book reader in my case. Therefore, I had trouble um, making a habit of waking up early in the morning, and the first thing to do is to start uh, reading the books that are recommended in our educational system. Nevertheless, I started. I started to read books, and what started happening was that my attitude started to change. My attitude, the way that I saw my own life, the way I saw myself. Um, so that changed a lot when I started to read the books. Again, it was not an easy thing for me because I was not a book reader, and I'm still not a book reader. I have to force myself. But you know what? We all force ourselves to do things in our lives that we don't like to gain or to achieve something. So now my question to you is, okay, if 100 diamonds and above recommend to listen to an audio every day and to read 10, 20, 30 minutes the books that are being recommended in our educational program, are you going to change the recipe just because you don't like to read? Would that be smart in our part? So, in other words, if you have a recipe for a great meal and you skip some ingredients just because you don't want to include those ingredients, of course, the meal that you're going to prepare is not going to taste the same. Well, it's exactly the same thing in this business. Now, I think that a lot of people, including me, we skip that part of and part of the recipe is because we don't have anything to lose. Okay, but yeah, we do lose a lot. We lose our attitude. You don't know how many times I came home frustrated because I contacted people, because I showed the plan to people, because I talked to certain people, and instead of them being helpful towards me, they they were trying to discourage me about building my business, and they had their own reasons. Now, at the end of the day, when I would come home, I would listen to an audio again, and I would end up my night by reading at least 15 minutes every night. And from being frustrated, I started to gain more self-esteem. I started to know that successful people fail because I thought that failure was not part of being successful, and how wrong I was. Failure is part of being successful. Successful people are are people who fail in many areas in their lives, but they don't let failures to take over their goals and their dreams. So I really recommend you to start reading. I know it's not easy, especially when you don't have that habit. But listen, you're gonna find a book that will catch your attention, that will grab your attention. And you're not going to only read 15 minutes. Once you find a book, and I don't know which book it's going to be, because a book is a different book for everyone. I wish I could tell you the magic of thinking big is gonna be that book for you. I'm not sure. Okay, but I know that if you read enough books, you will find one that will grab your attention, that will teach you whatever you need to learn in order for you to be successful in this business. Okay. And also, I would recommend you to do this exercise. Start writing all of your problems that you have right now. Okay. Whether it's self-esteem, whether it's a big ego, you name it. You know what situations you might be facing right now in your life. Okay, whether it's personal, whether it's financial, whether it's emotional, who knows? But you write it. You know yourself. Write those. Write every problems you have right now. Okay, and be humble enough and call your upline and tell them, listen, I have this situation. Which book you would recommend me to read, and read that book. Take it for what it's worth. Okay, and just buy the book and start reading that book that has been recommended by your line of sponsorship. I can tell you that you're going to pay more attention to those books that are going to help you solve different problems. And you know what's going to happen down the road when you start reading books. The next phase is that you're gonna meet a lot of people that have a lot of problems. Okay, and those problems are different for everyone. But now you have knowledge of which books might be helpful in that situation that every person would be facing in their lives. Same like the products. Once you know the products and the benefits of the products, and you find people who have a problem. Now you find a solution. Okay, so it's the same thing. You start recommending people those books that you have read. Okay, and all you have to do is just say, hey, listen, I recommend you to read this book. It'll be good for you. But guess what? That's not gonna happen if you don't read. So you're not reading only for yourself, you're also reading sort of like you also reading so you can help other people to overcome their challenges, to help them with their situations. And listen, you don't have time to fix everybody's problems, but the system will will teach those people how to solve any situation they're in. So the system, the audios, and the books are a building block in this business that you cannot avoid. You cannot put it aside. Start start writing those problems that you have. Call your upline and say and tell them what book you can read. And I can assure you that once you start getting a hold of, oh, okay, so now I read this book because this book is helping me to solve such problem. And at the end of the day, you're going to find a lot of people who will need your advice, and you will recommend the correct books for each situation that they might be having. Hopefully this idea will help you, and whatever I shared, um, I don't gain anything rather than just telling you how I was able to build a business from zero all the way to Founders Emerald. That's where I'm at right now, and I know I still have to. I have a long way to go, but that's where we are right now, and we are looking forward to go to the next levels. But I'm also looking forward to see you achieving the success that you deserve in this business. God bless you all. Thank you for being part of this beautiful family. Dream big, believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and make it happen. God bless you. I'll see you at the next event.